Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
I got the shackles on my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise him. Hey, I just gotta come on, Tina. Damn. The city girls are down, y'all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are talking. It's a mess out here in these streets for the city girls. And damn, we are on our way to summer. Come on, girls. Come on, girls. Come on. How in the hell? How did we get here? The girls are not supposed to be here. We tried that love thing for the last time. Come on, Tina. Come on, Drew. I'm going to need you hoes to play ball this summer. I don't want to hear no complaining. Listen, Stormy, I expect this type of foolishness from Stormy Wellington. But Tina and Drew, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The shackles are off her feet. Listen. Tina, no. No. How did we get here? How did you let Teddy Bear do this to you? I don't like this for my homegirl, Tina. I don't like all of this. We did not have to get here, Tina. Why did you let Teddy Bear do this to you? After 25 years of marriage, Mary Mary's Tina Campbell and her husband, Teddy Bear, are divorcing. I don't like this because you had a head start on this fool. TT, you had a head start and you were supposed to go. You were supposed to run. But instead, you took a brick, you took a bat, and you tow up your car. Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't remember? It was supposed to be to the left, everything you own in the box to the left. In the closet, that's my stuff. Nigga, please don't touch. And keep on talking that mess. That's fine. But can you walk and talk at the same time? It's my name that's on that Jag. So call you a cab and go and get your bags. Standing in the front yard talking about how I'm such a fool. Talking about I will never find another nigga like you. Shit, you got me twisted. Because you must not know about me. You must not know about me. Because I can have another teddy bear in a minute. As a matter of fact, shit, he'll be here in a minute. Baby, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. So don't you ever get to thinking that you're irreplaceable. Ever. That's all I'm saying, TT. How did you let Teddy Bear play in your face like this? Y'all, I don't even want to talk about it. That's how bad. Listen, when I saw the news that Teddy Bear, it ain't funny. It ain't funny. It ain't. But you had head start on Teddy Bear. You had Teddy Bear exactly where you wanted him. You did. And you were supposed to talk that shit as you putting his stuff out because Teddy Bear was out there in these streets real bad. Yada says Tina allowed her so-called faith to lead her to the pits of hell. Lady, stop allowing this churchy Bible rants to lead y'all to destruction. She cried about her faith. That man dodged her until she was begging. Listen, that man stayed in the house till them kids got big. Teddy Bear was wrong for what he did to you. You had the people on your side. You had the opportunity to take your ish and go and completely rebuild your life. How old is Tina now? Social work glam say, Queen, your names be funny as F. I'm still stuck on a leather sofa. I'm still stuck on a leather sofa lips. No, Teddy Bear cheated on Tina numerous amounts of time while she was out there working hard on tour. And keep in mind, she's the breadwinner. Drew was the breadwinner. What are we doing taking these Negroes to work? Every time you remember they used to back in the day, they used to have a dedicated day called Take Your Child to Work. And this is when the workplace was safe and it was family oriented. And you can take your children to work to let them see what mommy does and just kind of highlight, how you are pivotal part in the corporation. But now these women folk, like the old people say, these women folk are taking these men to work with them. They're getting them these spots on reality television. Hey, listen, Betty Wright say having a piece of man is better than having none at all. And that's what these girls are out here doing. They're propping these men up. They're making them more attractive. These women are seeing these men on these reality show. And baby, let me tell you, these men are getting down on it and they can get it all night long for a two-piece and a pepper. Holla if you hear me. They are buying these hoes a two-piece and a pepper. And when I tell you they are laying it low and spreading it wide, listen, Teddy Bear filed for divorce. Great Karma, thank you for the $5 super chat. You says, I didn't like her on the show years ago. Where was the God in me, Tina? Great afternoon, Queen Sheba mods in chat. I just don't like it because Tina, this is the second, third, fourth, fifth time this man has embarrassed you publicly. And what he did, well, let me not talk about what he did. What you allowed him to do to you, Tina, is you allowed him to use your good years. And Tina's probably what? How old is Tina? Let me see. Tina is, let me see. How old is Tina? I'm going to say 50s. Don't do that. So listen, 51 years old. She'll be 52 next month. You allowed him to use your good days, use you into your 50s, and now he's going to walk away. And men, as we can see, men can kind of go out there and kind of pick the freshest berry off these trees, even when they're old. And he's going to go out there and he's going to get him something nice and plump and young and fresh. And everything you wanted him to do with you, he's going to do it with a younger woman. He's going to whisk her off. You're going to see them on vacation. You're going to see him off eating dinner. Is 2 glasses of champagne, but you don't know who the other person is across the table. He's going to do all of that. You should have left his ass when you had an opportunity. I'm not trying to be funny because he dogged you the hell out. Y'all, after 25 years of marriage, Teddy Bear, the couple, Teddy Bear has filed. He went ahead and hit go. He filed to be released. He don't want to be in a relationship with Tina. And I'm mad. They've been separated, though, according to People magazine. They've been separated since June of 2024, according to a court filing obtained by People magazine. So here's the thing. I'm really mad now. Now I'm really pissed off, Tina, because you've had you've had 2 summers to get your ass outside, get you some Ozempic or whatever it is. Why would you give him 2 years to beat you down to the courthouse? 2 years, y'all have been separated and you let him go first. Typically, men kind of hold off on that. They don't want to be dealing with all the paperwork. Am I right? I don't know. Or was he leading you on? Maybe he was leading her on. Maybe he was sleeping with her, having relationships with her because they are still married under the guise of the church house and the Bible, but out there doing the most. Kept you in place for 2 years. How does that happen when you've been separated? Shit, if we ain't back together, I'm gonna give it 6 months. If you ain't talking right, if I ain't hearing what I need to hear, we not gonna do 2 years of separation. So I'm going to assume that Tina was hanging on or he led her on and beat you down to the courthouse. Lady Rowe, I believe you. Lady Rowe takes vacation, says Tina ain't going to move on. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say this, and I hate to say it, but I'm going to go ahead and say it because we do speak honestly and openly over here. I would not be shocked. Watch, hold on. Follow me, y'all. Follow me. Listen to me. I would not be shocked. Now you have to consider the way Tina acted behind. Tina showed her ass. She showed her behind Teddy Bear on the Mary show. Showed her ass. You hear me? Now listen. If once the divorce is granted, don't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if Tina becomes a side chick to Teddy. Why you say that? Because I agree with Lady Rose. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She got a lot to prove. She got a lot to prove. Some women just dig their heels in, and listen, I'm all for marriage. I am. But I would not be shocked if Tina still shows up in his new relationships as Mrs. Campbell. Tina grew up in an era where Black women were conditioned by the church that you're going to serve that man. Let me play a clip. Because watch how Erica attempts to default Tina back to her original position under the guise of the church and as a wife. Watch this. Let me go ahead and get it clipped up. Am I lying? I know y'all talking about, oh, Queen, don't do, am I lying? Hold on. Before I show you, let me just give you a rundown of what's going on with the couple, right? So Teddy done beat Tina down to the courthouse. They've been separated since summer of 2024. You could have been outside. You could have been traveling. You had a 2-year head start to go ahead and file them papers. And here's some things according to People magazine that we need to know. Tracina, aka Tina Campbell of the gospel duo Mary, is ending her marriage to longtime husband Glendon Teddy Bear Campbell. Teddy Bear filed for divorce on Monday, y'all, 3 days ago, citing irreconcilable differences. And according to the documents, Teddy been outside for 2 years since June. Now, ladies, y'all out here letting these men make a fool of you because here's the thing. Teddy was smart. He didn't divorce until he was ready to move on. And if we go ahead and do the math, so it took Teddy about 2 years to get Tina out of his system, the thought of losing the house, the thought of not being home with his children. And when he was ready, he said, hell no, I'm not going to go into the summertime still attached to Tina. I want to go to the pool parties too. I want to be a city boy too. Let me go ahead and file these papers. And that's exactly what
I don't want to talk about it. You just said I'm gonna talk about it. I get angry. I don't want to.
That's exactly what he did. So Teddy is also 51. He filed for divorce in Los Angeles County Superior Court on Monday, April 13th, according to the court documents. Let me tell you something. Do y'all peep the play? Do you peep what he's about to hit her with? Hold on. Sorry about that. Looks like my mic was muted. So hold on. Teddy filed for divorce in Los Angeles on Monday, 3 days ago. Are y'all peeping what's about to come down the pipeline? Tina, you better run down to the courthouse if you listening. He finna hit you with spousal support. He's in California. It's equal opportunity. He about to get some money. Money comes to me. Somebody send me a super chat so I can show you what Teddy's about to do. It can be $1. I don't care. This is what Teddy is about to do. Listen, Candy just had to pay Todd off. Ralph just kicked Drew out the house. And he makes significantly more money than she does. Come on. Somebody help me. If you don't get your butt down to the courthouse, Tina, start asking for child support, you about to pay him. You are about to pay this man to date another woman. You better ask Mary. Because we've been too strong for too long. Mary had to pay Kendall or whatever his name is. You better take notes. You say, put us on hold and call Tina. Hold on, let me call her. Hold on, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm about to call Tina. Hold on. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Let me see if I can call her. Here we go. Y'all be quiet. Can y'all hear the microphone? Yes or no? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Is this
Yeah,
Tina?
that's my headset.
Is Tina Campbell available?
Tina Campbell, please
Yes.
hold.
Thank you.
Please hold. Mm-hmm. This Tina.
Which Tina is
Hello?
this?
Campbell Jones, hyphenated.
Hold on. You know what? I think I got the wrong number. Let me call you back.
Who are you trying to call?
Tina Campbell from Mary Mary.
Because you got shackles on your feet, huh?
Is this the shackle?
This is shackle room.
Okay, you know what? I'll call back when Tina's available.
Why is that?
Who is this?
This Shirley.
Who?
Shirley.
Shirley who? Is this Erica Campbell's Tina Erica?
Is that who you finna interview next, girl?
Bye. Y'all. Let me stop. And listen. He said, that's Tina Campbell Jones. I got the wrong number. My bad. I had the wrong number. Wrong number. We'll try again a little bit later in this segment. But listen, that was Tina Campbell Jones. That's somebody in Texas. That's the wrong one. But let me. All right. Teddy's about to hit you upside your head, Tina. Teddy is about to hit you upside your head with spousal support. And California tends to be very generous. Get yourself down there and file for spousal support before he files. Okay. I don't know what Teddy does for a living. I know he may have played the guitar in the band or something like that. So the couple originally tied the knot, y'all, 26 years ago, August 12th, 2000. And they've been separated since June. According to the documents, they have 2 children who are named as minors in the complaint, a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old, Santana and Glendon. So he waited until those boys, I do believe they're boys, were teenagers. So he can go on. He's waited. I told y'all a man will wait you out. A man that's not wanting to be a part of the family. But do we give him a little bit of leeway and say, well, at least he waited until the boys were teens? Okay. So Teddy has requested child visitation, parenting time. Look, he don't even want them. He didn't even ask for custody. Teddy is I told you, Teddy wants to go outside. He only wants visitation, parenting time, to be exact. Give me an hour on the weekend for his 2 minor children, per the documents. The couple also share daughters. Oh, here we go. Sierra, Layla Simone, and Mila Jane, who are all young adults. Sierra is Teddy's child from previous relationship. Spousal support was marked as for future determination per the documents viewed by people. I told you, Teddy want that money, money, money. Money, money, money comes to me, flowing effortlessly like this. Money, money, money. This is what he's asking.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
Comes to me. That's what Teddy's asking for. A perfect example for future determination. He's about to do a forensic assessment of everything you and Mary got. And he waited it out. He was so smart. He's going to get a little bit of your pension, your 401k, your retirement. When I tell you, baby, these hoes ain't loyal. Thank you, Queen Tulsa, for the 2-piece and a pepper. Money, money, money comes to me. That's what Teddy Bear is waiting on. Thank you, Sassy Libra, for the $10 super chat. Thank you, Lady Hustle Nat, for the 5-piece and a pepper. You said, keep cooking, Queen. And listen, Teddy is doing exactly this. He's asking for $5 here, $5 there. Thank you, Kim Jones. She said, let him know. Always be cute. Thank you for the 5-piece and a pepper. You says, tell him, Queen. That's what Teddy Bear is doing. He's saying, give me a little time. I don't know the exact number. I need to go away. Let me call Todd. Let me talk to Ralph. And I'll get back with you. That's what he said. That's it. That's all. Now we know Teddy don't want to see the kids. He just want a little bit of parenting time. You know what that reminds me of? Grandparents. Grandparents. You know how your grandparents love the kids? And you say, Mama, Daddy, you didn't treat me like that when I was a child. They say, because you know what? I get to send them home. Teddy just wants enough time with them where he can send them home. And then he wants Tina to pay for his new lifestyle. And he's going to determine the amount a little bit later. Future determination. Now, according to the document, which note that the couple does not share any quasi-community property. Tina rose to fame, y'all, alongside her sister Erica Campbell, in the duo of Mary Mary. They formed a gospel group in 1998. They had I ain't like how they did that, their manager on the show, to be honest with you. Was his name Wade? I could be wrong. I feel like they're a bit harsh to a man that helped him rise to fame and how they discarded him. I feel like they could have treated him a little bit better. But yeah, they previously navigated a public cheating scandal almost 16 years ago in 2014, where Teddy was featured on the show. He was accused of infidelity. It was documented. I know the show. It was on WeTV. Mary Mary. And that aired for 5 years. So they had a 5-year run. WeTV, can we get the cameras back up and rolling? What do y'all think? Can we get the cameras back up and rolling? We need Tina on the road. Go ahead and put them at the Essence Fest. We need to follow Teddy. We need to get a little bit of money in Tina's pocket. Because listen, we're doing damage control. Because Teddy is about to hit Tina for everything she got. And he can do that because he filed in California. So WeTV, if you are here, we need the cameras up. Erica, listen. We know you and Warren are doing fine, but we need you to go ahead and sign up on the show. We need Google. Who else we need? We need to see Tina navigating this divorce in real time. Thank you, Linda, for the 10-piece and the pepper. We appreciate you, Linda. Linda Moss, 3211. Yes, we are. We gonna watch it because it's messy. You say ain't nobody gonna follow it. We just need to see who Teddy been messing with. We need to see, is Teddy in a relationship? We want to know why he only wants parenting time. That's it. That's all. Here's a clip from the show. Let me see if I can. Here we go. With Tina confronting Teddy. Y'all remember on WeTV? Let's see. Give me 1 second. Now I can't play it all the way through just because these it's copyright. So I'm gonna give you what I can. Here we go. Let me know when you can see the screen. I think this is it right here. Share this one. This is where Tina confronts Teddy on the show when she found out that he was out there cheating on her. That's when she should have let him go. Wait a minute. Doesn't Erica look stunning? So he had a slew of women. He had a whole roster. All her life. At this point, they was married 14 years. She said she found out. Okay, can y'all hear? She said after 14 years, she found out. Oh, it with no sound? Golly. Hold on. Gosh darn it. Give me 1 second. These networks can be very sensitive about us sharing their things. Hold on. Here we go. Let's try one more time. All right. We're going to give it a go. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear the sound. Only if you can hear the sound from the video. Here we go. Let's try it again.
If you whispered in a closet that you want to apply your faith to the situation, then apply your faith.
Since then, I found out about more.
Woo! Don't Erica look good? Can y'all hear? All right, we good. So Tina found out Teddy was cheating. And I guess she told her sister, I'm going to apply my faith. That's what the Bible says. I'm going to stay with him. I'm going to stand beside him. But after she applied her faith, she realized that he had a roster that Teddy been outside. This is after 14 years of marriage. Here we go.
And I don't want to hold on to somebody who I cannot trust. You see, I have been trying since the very beginning. The situation gets a little worse, and then I try to forgive, and it gets a little worse, and I try to forgive. You gonna keep adding people?
Damn.
Gonna keep adding people? You gonna keep adding people? I thought we had a good life just like everybody else watching. I thought we was the ideal relationship just like everybody else. And I got to find out in front of the whole goddamn world that all of my life was a lie.
Damn. Teddy been cheating the entire marriage. She said her whole marriage was a lie. Tina, this was when you were supposed to run down to the courthouse. This, multiple women. You'll never be enough for him if he does indeed have a sexual addiction. One, you know, one of you is not enough. And Erica told her, apply your faith. Pray about it. Here we go.
And you want me to quote scriptures right now?
I don't want you to quote
want me to say what I don't. You want me to say something that's all positive? I feel negative right now.
I know that.
I just want you to understand that.
I know that.
I never kissed another man. I never went out with another man. I never entertained the wrong conversation. I never cheated in my head. I never did anything. I was.
Well, go on get you something and see what it do. Go on get you something and see what it do. That's all I'm saying. See, Erica took her husband back. That's why Erica's coming like, you got to apply faith. You got to pray about it. You can get past this hurt and this pain. I know you can because Warren cheated on me. And listen, sister, I am here beside you, sister. We are praying for you, sister. I know he has a roster, sister. And every time we're on that stage singing about the shackles on our feet, if you can just trust it and give it one more chance, if you can just cry out in your midnight hour, if you can listen, I know you can be, if you can just touch the hem of his garment. I'm telling you, Teddy's coming home. Teddy Bear is coming home. He's gonna no show hard ain't get cured. He's on his way back. Teddy is coming home. Warren has come home. I'm telling you, my life is a testimony that if you just give it up to God, Teddy's coming home.
I was 190% committed to that man. And this is what you did every time I was gone. You stole my life away
Every time she left the house, he left the house.
from me. I'm angry. Why you gotta do me like this? I was good to you, man. I was good to you. I was good to you. I don't want him. I don't want him.
See, that's when her sister say, bet. If you when you heard your sister say, I don't want him, you supposed to say, I tell you what, I support you. What do we need to do today to get this motherfucker up out this house? What do you need from me today?
I don't want him. I don't want him. He don't deserve me. I don't want him. I had hope when all of this started, when I let the whole world know about it. I thought we was healing because he had me thinking that we was healing. You can't keep telling me stuff a little bit. You wait 3 months, then you tell me something else. Then you wait 2 weeks, then you tell me something else. You torturing me, man. You torturing me.
Damn, y'all. Damn. Teddy was playing a ball. He's been outside, had her, and still had her in the holding tank. Still has her on autopilot. I mean, separated from her in 2024. been outside since 2 summers ago and still beat her down to the courthouse. When I tell you he has mind clucked her with a F, oh, he was playing with her. He was trying to get the next thing set up. Diabolical.
Why you putting me through all of this? Break my heart once. You gonna break my heart every month? Come on, man. You taking all the strength that I got inside of me. Just give it all to me. Knock me all out at once.
Damn.
I got a knockout punch every week. That's too much for anybody, Erica. It's too much, Erica. No.
And you know what? Not only did he do all of this, he turned her into a very angry woman. She was almost I don't want to say unapproachable, but she had became not a joy to be around. She had become confrontational. She would deflect her anger onto others. She would subject others to the things that Teddy should be receiving. He broke her down. She had become very mean with everybody. Very mean. Very difficult because he was eating her alive from the inside out. So you got to cut it, ladies. We can't spin the block. Ain't no more sex. Projecting. That's the word. She started to project. You can't even give him one last chance, one last cry.
It's too much.
I know.
It's too much.
I know. But
It's
we
too
know
much.
we know what to do. We know the steps to get better.
That right there is impossible.
So you said you never been through this, right? I have. Listen to me for a second.
Now, Erica, the girl just told you she wanted to leave, but let's hear what Erica got to say.
You ain't never been through it. I have. I'm going to tell you how you get better. Even though you want to be negative, you make a conscious effort and a decision like you fighting a on the street and work toward positive. That's all you can do. That's the only choice you have.
Y'all want me to be safer than I am?
So they pressured this lady to stay in the marriage. She could have been out. She could have been remarried. She could have been taking care of herself, reestablishing her mental health. And her circle, Erica, pressured her. Her mom pressured her to stay in a marriage with a man that had a roster, not just cheating once. He had a slew of women. And her sister pressured her to stay.
I don't.
I love Jesus. I want to be like Jesus, but I'm not Jesus.
Tina, I know you're not Jesus, and I'm not expecting you to be.
Y'all gotta let me be broken. Let me get
So
it
you
out.
don't want me
If I
to
try
tell
to
you
know,
what
I'm not
you don't want
saying
me to
that,
tell you
Erica.
nothing?
But y'all don't want nobody to feel what they feel.
I'm not-
If
that's
I
not
bottle
what
it
I'm
all up, I'm gonna be
saying.
walking around.
Oh, baby. She spoke a word. She said, see, all this church stuff, y'all don't want nobody to feel it because it makes the family look bad. It makes the church look bad. We Mary. So I gotta suppress. I gotta pretend like this motherfucker ain't just broke my heart. I gotta act like this nigga is all of that just because y'all want me to. I gotta pretend when I'm on the road, he ain't doing Keisha, Renee, Kizzy, LaShonda, Brenda, Yolanda, Tamika, Lakeisha, because we Mary. So I got to put a smile on my face because Erica Campbell says so. Let's continue.
Walking around with this same pain 3 years from now, 8 months from now, 6 months from now. Yes, I am if I don't let myself feel what I'm feeling.
Damn. And in that moment, she did not lie. She spoke a prophecy. She said, I'm going to be walking around with the same pain. And listen, here we are 14 years later. No, 12 years ago. 12 years. She had already, what do y'all call it? Spoke it into existence. I'm not going to get better. He's going to keep cheating on me. The same shit you talking about today, I'm going to be here 6 months from now, 6 years from now. And yes, you are. And not only that, he dogged you out. And this ain't no male bashing, right? The man dogged her out if you've been following the story and had the audacity to beat you to the courthouse. Erica, you should have got behind her with the right energy. Whatever you need, I support you. This wasn't about you and Warren and you being through it and her needing to push through and all of that.
Good. Now I ain't got to talk no more. I'm going home.
Whew. Damn. Y'all, what's the takeaway here? For me, I think the takeaway is in the words of William Shakespeare: "To thine own self be true." You got to do what's best for you. And had Tina done what was best for her, she wouldn't be here today. Listen, I'm gonna say something. I don't give a damn how much you push through. And I mean this with all my heart, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's a family member. If it ain't supposed to be, it ain't supposed to be. I don't give a damn if you stay a year or 1,000 years. If it's not supposed to be, it is going to end. You staying, you giving grace, you turning the other cheek, you doing a threesome, entanglement, you hushing and not fussing, all of that, it don't matter. It's going to end because it ain't supposed to be. The moment your sister found out that man was outside and exposing her to God knows what, that man lacked dick discipline. He couldn't control his Mr. Goodbar. He could have killed her. He could have gave her STD. And you talked her into staying. Tina, you failed yourself. And I wish nothing but the best for you. But you failed yourself. You don't give a man or a woman that many chances to play in your face. You don't give nobody. I don't give a damn if it's a romantic relationship, a professional relationship. When people show you who they are, baby, it ain't no negotiation. We ain't arguing. We ain't going back and forth. We ain't doing none of that. We're documenting and we're moving the hell on. That's it. That's all. And now you got to pay him to go away. That's crazy to me. So following this scene, the infidelity, the couple did reconcile. And Tina said that Teddy had an affair. Look, one of the women was one who worked once. Listen, these hoes ain't loyal. One of the women that Teddy had cheated with worked for Tina and was the godmother to her. Listen, was a godmama to her children. Teddy screwed the godmother. Screwed the godmother. Here we go. Check it out right here. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go ahead and take this one down. It's buffering. All right. I think we're ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see.
Find out about the affairs.
Someone actually who knows me.
Can y'all hear it before I play it? Can we hear it? Let's see if you can hear it. All right, let's go. Steve Harvey's asking her, how did you find out Teddy was cheating on you?
Me very well. They were watching me on the reality show, and I was always saying I can leave all of this. I'm just be with my husband, and I don't need none of this. Just me and Teddy, and they can have this. And they were like, "Listen, I hate to have to say this to you, and I followed the information that I found out for 6 months to make sure it was true because I don't want to break your heart, but don't stop doing what you're doing because you might need to take care of you and your kids." So they told me about 2 of them, right? I had talked to my husband 2 days before I was in New York, and I talked to him and I was like, "Listen, honey, I got reason to believe there's something that's going on, and I need you to be, I'm coming to you because I love you and I want to be able to work through whatever this is. And I need you to tell me." We stayed on the phone for 1 hour and 8 minutes. He didn't give me nothing. So when we came home, the person who it was, she used to work for me. And so that broke my heart. She was like a godmother to my children. She had access to my home to come get my kids and all that kind of stuff. It was very...
He was screwing the godmom of the kids while his wife was on. Y'all, baby, when I tell you ain't nobody coming to my house, I don't give a damn who you is. Listen, some of y'all women are low down. Some of you tramps are low down, but let's continue. That is crazy.
You know, mixed in our family. And so I called and she didn't answer her phone. So when we got home, it was Super Bowl Sunday, I said, "Come upstairs." I said, "Are you having an affair with her?" And he said, "No." I said, "Call her." While we doing this, I was like, "Call her." And so he did. And he was like, "Tina wants to know," and da-da-da-da-da. And I said, "Are you sleeping with my husband?" And she hung up the phone. So I had my answer. So it broke my heart. It devastated. devastated me,
Mm.
and I spazzed out. I destroyed 3 cars. I cut up and crashed up and tried to stab and
Damn. So she crashed out when before crashing out was a thing. Here's the car.
crashed up and tried to stab.
That's y'all. That's some heavy duty damage. She tried to stab him. She was willing to lose her freedom over that Mr. Goodbar. That's her husband. You said, is that her husband or her son? That's her husband. He was screwing the godmom of the children. The godmother had a key to the house. So when Tina would leave, I'm assuming the godmom would come over under the pretense of checking on the kids, making sure Mr. Teddy Bear was tucked in at night.
Stab and plotted murders and all kind of crazy stuff because I was angry. Then I started.
She plotted taking his life. See, she should have left. She should have left. When we start fantasizing about taking somebody's life, yeah, you gotta go, Tina.
Started doing all of that, and I said, I'm practicing dying every day. Either I'm gonna die wrong or live right. And so we've been working on living right.
And ladies,
Tina, how'd you find?
He ain't said not one damn word. Y'all be doing the most when it comes to betrayal and get up there and jump in the front and be the loudest voice in the room. He didn't have to do shit. He didn't have to say one word. He didn't have to give his side. He didn't have to work for anything. She did all of the damage control. That's crazy. Diabolical. I'm sorry you're going through this. I guess we'll move on and talk about Drew Sidora real quick. Yeah. Y'all, hold on. So let me see if I can find it. What are your thoughts on this Mary saga? Tina Campbell, Teddy filing for divorce. Uh-oh. Give me 1 second. What are your thoughts on that? Do you feel like it could have been avoided had she acted sooner or quicker? I hate this for you. Emil says staying with him after that blatant disrespect is the reason he doesn't respect her. Probably resented her. Believe it or not, some men will have the audacity. Some women will have the audacity to resent you because you forgave them. I feel really bad for her. But I hope that the 2-year head start, being that they've separated in 2020, I hope this didn't set her back. Let me just say that. I hope this did not set her back. Tina, we wish nothing but the best for you. I'm hoping WeTV could get Mary back up and running, put a camera in front of her, follow it, put a little money in her pocket, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let me see. Give me 1 second. We're going to move on to Drew Sidora. Now, we talked about Drew a little bit earlier in the week. You know, Ralph, I cannot believe it. Ralph is outside. He's winning. He's gained primary custody of the children, y'all. Because Drew, unfortunately, she just didn't have her ish together. The kids were missing school, multiple absences, multiple tardies. And that's pretty bad because typically judges they just hesitate to uproot children from the mother, and Drew did have primary custody. So not only had he been awarded primary custody during the school year, but the judge issued an order for Drew to get out the house by May 30th, right? Drew responded to the judge's order, hey, Your Honor, I can't. Please rescind the order because if you don't, me and my oldest son are going to be homeless. So people were like, wait a minute, what you mean homeless? You're an actress, you're a singer, you're on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Girl, let me find out. You over here robbing Peter to pay Paul and you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, and Bravo ain't really paying you what we think they are. So Drew's monthly income was revealed. Lord have mercy. In the divorce decree. Drew is claiming that she earns only $12,000 a month, while Ralph brings in over $70,000 per month. And according to Mr. Housewives, he says TMZ has learned why Drew Sidora lost her home. Drew can't pay the bills. So the judge said, you got to get the hell out. You got to go. We cannot allow you to stay in the house and keep this man in the basement. And you're not paying your bills. And as a matter of fact, how come you're not paying your bills? Well, Your Honor, I only make $12K a month. And according to reports, Drew brings in a little bit over $12K, $12,066 a month. Ralph earns $71,000 a month. Now, we do the math. According to what Drew is saying, hold on. This is what we're looking at. I'm going to just say 71,000 times 12 months out the year. Ralph is grossing almost $1 million. Over 800,000 to be exact. So the internet is saying, well, what the hell does Ralph do for a living? And here's the thing, Drew, you just made this man attractive in the market, in the sea of Atlanta, full of single and married women, because we know these hoes ain't loyal. Now you've just exposed that even though he's a cheater, even though he's a narcissistic ass butthole, women are going to flock to him. Men are going to flock to him because you took him to work. You took him to work. And when you take a man to work and you prop him up, they don't care. Some women don't care if he's not loyal. I'm not looking for Mr. Right. I'm looking for Mr. Right now. That's what you just did. You just upped his stock in the market. You just made him look like the Holy Spirit. You just made him look like the Pope. 71,000 a month, taking care of the kids, getting the kids ready for school. Oh yes, that them women out there saying that's me right there. Now I can do that. That's me right there. And he's gonna win, and he's gonna continue to win. That's it. That's all. Because you took him to work. The moment he clowned you on national television, listen, it was your first season. And your husband disappeared for 4 days and refused to tell you on television where he was. Left the house for a 4-day weekend. You should have divorced him then, because that's a level of disrespect that you can never come back. And once you open up the door for the likes of a teddy bear or Ralphie, and you let Ralphie know that he can leave and come and go as he pleases, yeah, you setting yourself up for the okie doke. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Now, a lot of people had something to say about it. Let me find it. Let me find it, y'all. I ain't making it up. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I want to share something that Funky Dineva had to say regarding Drew's situation with Ralph and her reporting on her monthly income. Here we go. Hold on. How do we take this off? Let me do this. See, here we go. Here we go.
Drew, there is no world whatsoever where I believe that you only make $12,000 a month. That suggests that you make $144,000 a year. First and foremost, throughout the season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta and your confessional looks, you have on more than $144,000 worth of hair, clothes, and makeup. Okay?
So?
I know for a fact Bravo is paying you far more than $144,000 for the year. Now,
how much are they paying her?
I don't know if this is one of those things where you get your Bravo money paid to you to a company, and so that $12,000 that you're claiming on paper is from royalties and residuals and all that other stuff. There must be some type of technicality. You must be talking about just the money that gets paid to you under your Social Security number. I do not think that there is a judge alive that's going to feel like you're going to be homeless if they don't grant.
Listen, see, this is where y'all women, we got to stick together. Who gives a damn? I wouldn't give a damn if she made $1 million a month. The girl's got to stand up for the girl. Shit, we ain't trying to expose her income. What is you doing? So what? If she's showing 12,000. See, and that's why sometimes I be looking at y'all ladies because y'all be on the wrong side of the fence. I told you them boys got boy code no matter what their race is, their sexual orientation, their preference, their skin tone, their age, how much money they make. The boys will always stick together. Hell, you saw that in Zanzibar, Tanzania, right? Regarding all the men at the hotel that got on the side of wrong as it relates to Ashley Janae's death, and how many men rallied behind Joe McCain to cover up what really happened to Ashley. The men will always stick together. They will not be separated by race, creed, or color, cultural background, or nothing. At the end of the day, Funky Dineva has defaulted to the side of the man, questioning how much Drew is making. Who cares? We want her to win. She needs a little bit more time. Now, we hate that she's here financially, and all of us are wondering, what the hell did you do with your money? But the ladies know to be quiet and let it play out. We will not expose her, but a man will expose you. It doesn't matter if he's a gay man. And Funky, you wrong as hell.
Grant this situation. I hate it that this happened, but Drew, I'm going to be very honest with you. You had to truly show some type of negligence in the care of your children that the judge gave Ralph full custody temporarily and made you get out the house.
True. As it relates to the kids. Absolutely true.
Because we already know, as fair and objective as judges want to be, that the system favors women. And Ralph sat his ass right there in that basement and played chess while you was on that show playing checkers. He collected data, collected information, and it has to burn your grits that he made 3 times or 4 times or all that money, much more than you, and finna potentially have you in a situation where you finna have to pay child support off your 12. Oh my God, Drew, I feel really bad for you because I don't think it's ever laughable when a woman is separated from her children. There is nothing laughable about that. And I personally feel that young children should be with their mamas. You know, I get it. All is.
I think they should be if the mother is capable. And I said that the other day. I'm going to pause it here. I said it the other day. I asked in the form of a question. I said, Drew, are you okay? Drew, are you okay? Are you okay, Drew? And I know we see these people on television, but I said, Drew, there has to be something psychological going on, not trying to diagnose you with the mental health, but what the hell is going on with you that your children aren't getting to school? Okay, so I have to agree with that. But somebody pointed out in the comments, and they made a really good point. They said, who gives a damn? Because the father is in the house too. So if Drew is struggling psychologically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally, how come Ralph didn't partner with her to get them to school? Why would he allow her to fall that hard and allow them to miss school if he's in the home? And keep in mind, Ralph has a background in technology. I do believe he's an engineer or something like that. Ain't no telling what type of devices Ralph had planted throughout that house. To spy on Drew. Still doesn't take away from the fact that she was negligent, according to the court, as it relates to the responsibility of the kids having a consistent schedule at school. Yeah, she dropped the ball big time. I want to know why. Lady Hustle Net, you said if they are in, well, she had primary custody. And that's the complexities of staying in the house with a man that you shouldn't be with. You should have left the house when they ask you, but we talked about it. Sometimes, ladies, we get married to the picture, the thought of having a family, the thought of having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. They say a man gets his value from the money that he makes and what he does for a living. And a woman gets her value from having a family, being married. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. You take a man's family, he will recover. You take a woman's family, she'll lose all sense of reality. Thank you. Cure autism. She said, that's right, Queen Sheba. Y'all, there's studies on this. That's why they say men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Women's value comes from being attached to family, the sense of having a home. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best that he can. Drew was in love with the thought of marriage. Drew was in love with the thought of being a real housewife. Drew, I'm going to say this. It's not good for anyone, man or woman, to live in the condition where a man is in a basement and you are in the upper portion of the house. I wouldn't have been able to sleep at night because we know that divorces can go real bad real quick. Hell, didn't we? Who was the man that just offed his wife? They were going through a divorce. He's a prominent political figure, just released this morning. African American guy, black dude, just offed his wife, killed his wife, and then killed himself. What's his name? You got to get the hell out. The hell you doing in a house with him in a basement? Flowers in the attic, people under the stairs. You thought that man was going to play ball with you? You thought that man was going to be nice to you? And Drew said in the court document, one of her responses that, hey, listen, Ralph and I had an understanding. He wasn't supposed to ask for primary custody. He told me visitation was good. No, you are dealing with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, the governor in VA. What, like, I don't understand sometimes what women are thinking. Why are you playing nice? Get your ass out the house. You should have been and had an apartment, a condo. Who cares? But when you are married to public opinion and when you're on the show like The Real Housewives of Atlanta and you're in fights with the cast and you got these girls that have this house and this house and that house and you and Portia are going back and forth, you and Kelly are going back and forth. Yeah, I need to keep my house because otherwise these girls are going to clown me. I wouldn't give a damn. Hell, Kelly has a townhouse. Get you one of them until you can get back on your feet. Ralph doesn't mean you any good. Ralph won't even let your son stay in the house with him. That's crazy to me. That's diabolical work. Shall we move on? That's all I got for Drew. It's unfortunate, but that's all I have. So listen, we're gonna transition to Coach Stormy Wellington. Stormy has been around for a long time. Stormy, I could never really get with Stormy. Stormy was a little bit too dominant for my taste. And my first introduction to Stormy was by way of a reality show. I don't remember the name of it. But she had these women that she was working with. And if I can recall correctly, they were strippers. Something with the pole. That she was trying to bring them off the pole and turn them into dynamic business women. And I just didn't like her approach. That's it. Nothing more. Nothing. I just didn't like the superiority, the arrogance that she exuded, right? But Coach Stormy has been hit with a lawsuit, y'all, by the Federal Trade Commission over false advertising, the scam of it all, scam likely. They said, listen, you out here lying, Stormy. And they hit you upside your head. They said they have seen no substantial evidence to support your claims that you promote to have made 30 millionaires. According to Black Millionaires, a recent lawsuit filed by the Federal Trade Commission, FTC, against entrepreneur and motivational speaker Stormy Wellington, widely known as Coach Stormy, is drawing attention to the controversial practices often associated with the multi-level marketing businesses. So this case is about allegations that Stormy used misleading advertising to promote her ventures. Somebody's coming for you, girl. That she promised that participants could achieve millionaire status through her programs. And the problem is they said she stated it matter-of-factly, that it was misleading. So according to the complaint, the FTC claims that Stormy Wellington, she exaggerated, she lied, or unsubstantiated income claims while recruiting individuals. Listen, basically, she said whatever the hell she had to say to get y'all asses to sign up. And because y'all don't want to work, they said, she just said, you get $1 million, you get $1 million, you get $1 million, you get $1 million. Y'all ran and flocked and started selling this stuff. And the whole time, Stormy and her friends are laughing. Look at them go. Girl, how you do it? I just told them damn fools. Girl, you lied. No, I'm not. Girl, they believed it. Girl, yes. They low vibrational. You saw how they made that plate at the barbecue. Meat touching the potatoes, beans, soggy, bread over here. Yeah, they low vibrational. Girl, I just told them I turned 3 hoes into a millionaire, and they believe me. Girl. Uh-huh. That's all you got to do, girl. Show them your purses. Show them your bags, girl. Girl, I put on a pair of red bottoms. Girl, they was eating it up. Girl, you lying. No, I'm not. Even gave one of them an old purse, girl. I gave her old Michael Kors. Girl, she almost fainted. Stormy, stop. Girl, I'm telling you, it's that easy. Girl, I took them to this little thing. I rented out a conference room, asked 2 or 3 white men to come in. And when they was walking in, girl, we got the clapping and shit. Girl, you should have saw it. Girl, you should have saw that face. Girl, you lying. Girl, no, I'm not. And I got another one scheduled next week. Girl, Stormy, now you know. Yeah, they say she was doing all of that and y'all was just flocking and lining up and catching the bus, catching airplanes, catching flights, putting on Sunday's best. They say y'all was lined up buying them tickets to go to this motivational stuff and these classes she was giving, and they was just laughing and laughing. Fed y'all some sandwiches from Jason's Delis with little chips, gave a little extra pepper and pickle and a cookie, and y'all said it was the best thing since sliced bread. Mm-hmm. Promise you that keep working hard. They said when y'all didn't hit y'all numbers, she said that's because you're not focused. You too busy going to the club. You distracted. Yeah. You're not focused. It's you. It's not the program. It's not the product. You need to get out there and work hard. As a matter of fact, sign up for this next class because I think I know where you're going wrong. Sign up for this next class. That's $1,500 because I think I've identified the problem. But yeah, according to the complaint, the FTC claims that Wellington made exaggerated, unsubstantiated income claims while recruiting individuals like y'all into the multi-level marketing pyramid schemes. And they said these types of claims are a major focus for regulators as they can create unrealistic expectations and encourage people to invest time and money into business models where the majority of the participants historically earn little to no profit. They say, but y'all was lined up. And MLMs operate by having participants earn money, not only from selling products, but also from recruiting others. They said they had y'all grandma in there. Y'all was recruiting your sister, your brother, all of them. While legal, the model has long faced criticism for its structure, which critics argue disproportionately benefits those at the top. The FTC has increasingly taken action against companies and individuals who blur the line between legitimate business opportunities and deceptive practices. So basically, they're saying Stormy Wellington is a very deceptive individual who plays on the emotions and the hearts of those who are hoping to get rich overnight. Here's the document filed in the United States District Court for the Southern District of Florida. Listen, this document was filed on 3 days ago, Monday, right? But here's the thing. Let me show you this. Oh, they didn't have it. Stormy signed it in February. So Stormy been knew what was coming down the pipeline. Just to be clear. We didn't know. She knew. And Stormy is so with the shits. Stormy came out publicly and responded as if this was her first time hearing it when we heard it. Let me play a clip. Let me play a clip. Here we go. Give me 1 second.
Of course, you went through the FTC investigation. You signed an agreement with them.
And did in February 12th, to be exact. But let's continue.
What's the status of that?
Basically, my career has been significantly affected by, obviously there are some people that I guess, I don't know where this came from. I really don't know how this happened. My career has been significantly affected by the allegations. But the truth is, what has happened is already in the past. One of the things that I have to change is my messaging. You know, being a serial businesswoman, entrepreneur, network marketer, there are some things that I use as strategies. You know, I'm a manifester. I believe that life and death is in the power of the tongue. I believe that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. I believe that you can manifest by affirmations and affirmations. But I learned through this experience.
Stormy talks like a jailhouse, a man or a woman that's been in a penitentiary forever.
That you can't do that when you become a woman of my caliber. You can't say things that's, you know, wishful thinking, or you can't say things that's about what you're going to do.
Of course, you went through the.
So here's the seriousness of it. The infractions, that have been imposed on Stormy will be forever. This is very serious. I'm trying to find a document to break it down. Give me 1 second.
Upon your goals and dreams. So I spoke of things that now I know that I would tell any entrepreneur that's in the space of whether it's direct sales, network marketing, whether you're a coach or a mentor, be mindful of the thing that you say, because even though, you know, a lot of us who are at the top, we understand the power of manifestation and speaking things into existence, you could get yourself in big trouble.
Do you admit that you may have misled some people?
I tell everybody the same thing. If you go to buy a Tylenol from the store and it says it's gonna, you know, get rid of your headache, and it doesn't get rid of your headache, did that negate the fact that hundreds of thousands of people took a Tylenol and they got rid of their headache? It just didn't work for you. So the truth is, I'm not gonna negate what I have done. I'm not gonna also negate that there are people that may have thought that they were gonna make certain monies but didn't do the work. So I'm being.
I told you, she said y'all didn't do the work.
Very sincere about the sensitivity of, can you have been someone that thought that you were going to make millions of dollars and didn't make it? But if you were real, did you do the upon your goals and dreams? So I spoke of things that now I know that I would tell any entrepreneur that's in the space of whether it's direct sales, network marketing, whether you're a coach or a mentor, be mindful of the thing that you say, because even though, you know, a lot of us who are at the top, we understand the power of manifestation and speaking things into existence, you could get yourself.
But my thing is this, you're the professional, you're the coach, people are coming to you, right? Listen to me, y'all. Am I being fair? How come you didn't know this prior to the Federal Trade Commission bringing sanctions upon you? You've been in this business for a long time. And when you're the expert, you're supposed to know the ins and outs of what's happening. You mean to tell me you've been doing this and speaking wishful thinking and manifesting this and that, and you didn't know that there were certain things or standards that you would have to adhere to in order to keep the messaging transparent, honest, and forthcoming?
Thing that you were supposed to do to make the money. The truth is, I'm not going to deny who I am and what I've done in real life. I'm not going to deny what I know is real based upon what I did for me and thousands of people around the world. But again, I know for a fact that there are some people that feels like, oh my God, I didn't make any money. But then there are people that's like, oh my God, I made a lot of money. So.
But they're saying you have no proof of that. You couldn't produce not one millionaire. Who are these people?
I am very aware that you could possibly be like, man, I didn't win. But did you do the work? The thing that you were supposed to do to make the money. The truth is, I'm not going to deny who I am and what I've done in real life.
Y'all be scaring me in Atlanta. Oh, y'all be scaring me.
I'm not going to deny what I know is real based upon what I did for me.
So I guess she's the proof. That's what I'm taking away from this interview, that she is the outcome. She is the proof.
And thousands of people around the world.
Well, you on the brink of
again, I know for a fact that there are some people that feels like, oh my God, I.
So you remember earlier I said Stormy came out and responded as if this was her first time hearing that the Federal Trade Commission was imposing sanctions upon her. So here's what I was looking for this document. I can't find it, but what they're imposing is forever on her. And this is the first time I've seen something like this where she could never be misleading, or she could never use particular words without proof, or she's going to jail.
The enemy would try to steal, kill, and destroy your confidence, your focus,
and to try to distract you. But your responsibility is to stay focused at all costs, no matter what tries to come your way. And you
Yeah, Stormy sound like a pimp to me. Stormy out here sounding like a pimp, but I like this. Somebody said, Coach Stormy is the perfect example of how the devil's system does it best to destroy. Oh, no. Okay. Let's just say this. I like this. Watch this. Because it's what they're saying is, listen, you got in bed with the white man. Now, these aren't my words. I'm just reading it. And they turned on you. Some people feel like it's the TLC company that exposed her to the Federal Trade Commission when she decided to take her marbles and go elsewhere. So what Haya Midwall is saying, Coach Stormy is the perfect example of how the devil's system does it best to destroy motivational Black women. I don't like to say the word Black, but you get my point. She did too much business with the white man system, and now they are coming for her. I see no crime in a person speaking motivational to our women, no matter what they say about her business statistics or who she made rich or not. In the end, it's up to the client to get rich with the advice given. Pinky of Slutty Vegan is the perfect example of what will happen when I don't know if I agree with this, but I do believe you piss somebody off, Stormy. I'm going to just say this. And you gave them the ammunition to expose you, because if it's a scheme set up by Todd and all of y'all were scheming, and then you thought you were bigger than the program and you were going to leave them high and dry, yeah, they made a phone call. They made a phone call because they know you was full of it and you didn't have the proof. And they know you didn't have the proof because all of y'all are in it together. So Stormy allegedly left TLC to go with another multi-million dollar corporation to do the same quote unquote scam likelies for them. But she's just going to have to clean up her language a little bit so that she doesn't bring any more negative attention over there to what the white man got going on. That's it. Great Karma 777. Thank you. You said I concur. He stalled her out in a major way. Yep. Talking about Teddy Bear and TT. Listen, Tamara, SJ Tamara, thank you for the 5 piece and a pepper. Pure question, Queen Sheba, because I'm new. Why would it matter who filed first if it's over? Let me tell you why. Hold on. Hold on. All right. I need a little bit of help. The person who files for divorce first primarily offers strategic, logistical, and psychological advantages. Because it's like going to HR first. He who often goes first is deemed a victim or innocent. You kind of set the playing field for how it's going to go down, and you put yourself in a position to be offense, and you place the other person in a position to have to play defense to what you were saying. Okay, they're not the leader. They don't get to drive the narrative. They can only respond. They have to defend the accusation. So the first filer, the petitioner, gains control over timing, venue, and the ability to prepare evidence and secure finances in advance. That's it. You set the tone. It's almost like being in the room first, right? At your house. And you put the air conditioner on 74, 73. Somebody come in and change it. You say, don't come in here changing shit. Now, you saw I had that air conditioner set where I want it. That's it. I hope I broke it down in layman's terms. So real quick, this is all we got. Let me go to Funky Dineva's response to Stormy. Funky Dineva's real popular today on this channel because he had a lot to say, not only about Drew, but also he had a response for Stormy Wellington. Here we go.
So Stormy, I hate to even put you in this situation, and I don't want to add any additional stress to what you're going through right now.
You see how he'll come for certain women and then kind of tiptoe around others? Why is that? Because Chili was all kind of bitches and hoes. Drew is a liar. Tamar was everything but the child of God. Should have never been here. Your parents should have aborted you, got rid of you. But Stormy, I hate to put you in this position. I really do. I don't want to add to anything that's going on that could be stressful or cause you psychological harm. But Stormy, may I ask a question?
But if people have made the type of money that you said they can make and have made with TLC, post the screenshots. We don't want to hear no more blind testimonials from your followers. Their support of you is perfect and fine. That's not what's on trial here. What's on trial here is the misrepresentation of earnings. Where are the screenshots from the 30 millionaires you allegedly made through TLC? Where are the screenshots that show they were averaging somewhere in the ballpark of $83,000 a month? I'll do you one better. Give us the screenshots of the people who were earning $50,000 a month. Better yet, I'll drop that down. Give us the screenshots of the multiple people who have made $25,000 a month. Because according to the financial disclosure from TLC, over 76% of people made zero. A small percentage of people made $5,000 or less, and
I think they said 0.3% made I can't remember the amount, over 50K, if I'm correct. I got to go back and look at the stats. That's what I was trying to find.
About 0.1% of people made six figures, which leads me to my next observation. If 76% of the people made $0, then Stormy, with all due respect, it seems as if you're also misrepresenting how much money you've been making. I've had phone calls with you where you've been like, fucking, I need, because I made $32,000 in 1 year. And last month, I did 2-point-something million. Post a screenshot. The feds don't draw a case until they have a case. Okay.
That now, listen, when the feds come, you gonna cut all that lying out. You better ask P. Diddy.
Okay. And sis, I'm not coming at you. I am trying to help you. If the enemy coming after you, if they lying, if everybody haters, if you're not a scammer, if you have integrity and you are an honest woman who was aligned with God and who was aligned with all these things, in the words of India Ari, the truth don't need no proof. So if all of these things are the truth, where are the back office screenshots of the previous millionaires that you've made that show that they're averaging $83,000 a month in sales? Honestly,
here's the thing. Stormy doesn't have it. Let me tell you why. Because he who owns the land has the power. It's not her corporation. And when it's not your corporation, you do not have access to the books. Listen, the white folks threw her under the bus. She got bigger than the program. She was the face. She was the mouth. But that's it. She didn't run shit. She was the one they sent out to recruit these unassuming Black women who was itching for a scratch. Bring them on over here. She was an overseer. That's it. That's all. Stormy preyed on vulnerable people. Stormy was, what do we want to call it? Stormy was a plant that they utilized to win the trust of Black folks. But so they made it appear as if she was the face of the corporation to win over the trust and the relationship and the social currency of Black folks. Get them out there and work them like a horse. We can't do it because there's this historical lack of trust between whites and Blacks as it relates to hospital systems, municipalities. Just Black folks don't trust white folks like that. Let's just say it, period, point blank. So you know what? We got a Black woman who's of darker skin tone. She's a great talker. She can get them motivated and she can get them in here. And we're going to let her go. Burn, baby, burn. But it was never her shit. So she can't show proof because he who owns the land has the power. They own the software. They have access to the books, not her. She got the deals. She got the food. She got a couple of meetings, a couple of flights, champagne, maybe a few cowboy steaks. That's it. That's all. And that's why they were able to go to the FTC. And what he said is true, because once the Fed is dropped a dime on you, they got proof. That means that former business partnership, they showed your records. They showed you. They showed your records. They exploited what you were doing because you thought that you was just going to leave them high and dry. And I'm not sure how she left, but that's why I say you close doors quietly. And now for the rest of your life, they're going to be watching you for the rest of your life. How did we get here? You talk too much. You did too much. You said too much. Can I be honest? That's how they got Nene Leakes. That's how they got Nene Leakes. What you mean? They made her feel good. They made her feel comfortable. They made her feel like a part of the family, a part of the team. They made her feel like she was there. Hell, Nene said it herself. Nene said, I could call the executives any day. I could call Andy any day. And then one day it all changed. They stopped taking my calls. And when they stopped taking her calls, Nene began to act out because she didn't understand what was happening. What was happening is the doors were closing. They had gotten as much as they could out of you. Now you became a nuisance. I'm not saying it. I'm just telling you how them folks do business. Stormy, Wellington. You can't be talking that shit to them. He who owns the land has the power. That's all. And now, for the rest of your life, if you ask me, and according to what the sanctions they've placed against you, them feds gonna be watching.